Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 13th Annual June Briggs Awards. I'm Gary Newman, and I'm happy to welcome you to the Contemporary Eventi Hotel. With me is Tony Napoli, the president of Briggs.
Here we are today on 6th Avenue and 29th Street. Who would have thought back in the old days?
He means the 1970s.
Who would have thought back in the old days that there would be a modern luxury hotel in this area?
Well, yeah, it was like an urban jungle.
Indeed it was, Gary. But 1 block away on 28th Street, there was a bustling flower district, a vibrant community of plant wholesalers and retailers. You'll find the sidewalks lined on both sides of the street with 6-foot-tall walls of green flora, exotic plants.
Yeah, pansies.
No, Gary, they're in Hell Kitchen. The flower district originally began around a fairway on East 34th Street, where pushcart vendors would gather to buy and sell flowers. In the 1890s, many of these vendors relocated to West 28th Street to be closer to their original clientele. And by 1977, more flowers were being bought and sold in New York than anywhere in the world except Amsterdam.
Oh, right, grass.
No, Gary, that's Williamsburg. The flower district doesn't end on the sidewalks, though. Duck into any of the shops like our generous partner, Starbright Florals, and you have a choice of, say, blue sur flower or a candlestick plant.
Or a cactus and spurs.
No, Gary, that's Christopher Street. Though I never have been, the best time to visit is around 5 a.m., where the burly men empty out the morning deliveries.
Yeah, I've been there.
I bet you have. So, when you think of a greener New York besides Central Park and the nearby High Line, consider the lilies of the field that you will find on West 28th Street. Few of Manhattan's numbered streets have the ability to transport you into another and different world.
Anywho, it's now my pleasure to present an incredible performer. He's a consummate pianist and vocalist. He was the piano man in the Billy Joel Broadway hit Movin' Out. Please give a big hand for Wade Preston.
Is that what you get for your money? And it seems such a waste of time. That's what it's all about. Mama, if that's moving up, then I'm
These awards were created to honor June Briggs, who is here tonight. June. And now let me bring on our Vice President of Business Development, the one and only Cosmo Brzezzi.
Thank you, Gary, and welcome everyone. I'm very excited to be here and welcome everyone to the June Briggs Awards. This past year, our city set a new record of 55 million visitors. I mean, seriously. All of us here are truly responsible for making this statistic happen. It is your passion and the hospitality of New York City that draws visitors like bees to flowers. You are the heart and soul of New York City. The June Briggs Awards, now an annual event, honors those who have made an exceptional contribution to the hospitality industry over the past year. Never forget was the heartfelt refrain after the World Trade Center attacks September 11, 2001. And now, 13 years later, the National September 11 Memorial Museum has opened to remember those who have lost their lives and to assure, once again, that the world will never forget. The legendary phoenix, out of the ashes of the unspeakable tragedy and horror that has risen, a fitting tribute to our city and our citizens. This evening's first June Briggs Awards goes to 9/11 Memorial Museum, Alice M. Greenwald, Director of Memorial and Museum Accepting.
Thank you. We are all truly honored by this award tonight. Everybody who was involved in the creation and now the operation of the 9/11 Memorial and Museum feels so deeply privileged to have played a part in the revitalization and renewal of Lower Manhattan. Since opening last May, and I know this will be relevant to the June Briggs Association here, that we've welcomed over 1.8 million people to the museum from all 50 states and over 140 countries. Many, like all of us in this room, come with our own memories of 9/11, but already we have visitors who were too young to remember these events, and we have students in middle school who were born after the event. And yet all of them come to the museum and bear witness to senseless loss while at the same time affirming the human potential for resilience in a unique setting that is dedicated to commemoration, education, and inspiration. And so we could not be more honored this evening to accept this award, which recognizes the 9/11 Museum's contribution to bringing the world back to the World Trade Center. Thank you.
If music be the food of love, play on. The roots of this man's musical legacy started with his father, the renowned recording artist and big band leader, Gus Valley. And he's with us here tonight. I'll catch you later in Williamsburg. Yeah. Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Whenever we need fabulous music or engaging performers, we know who to call. And he has provided, by the way, all the wonderful music you're hearing here this evening. He is our Briggs Music Man. The second June Briggs Award goes to Dean Valley of Bounce Music and Entertainment.
Thank you very much. After watching the Golden Globes last night and seeing all the acceptance speeches, I thought that they were all very boring, so thank you very much. But honestly, back in 2008, when I sold my original business, which was basically a wedding business, I gave Tony a call, and I said, hey, Tony, I'm going a new direction, and we're looking to do something new, and Bounce Music and Entertainment would like to come in and see you. And without hesitation, Tony said, come right on down. I walked into that office. His entire staff was in the conference room, and Tony said, use Dean, and I'll never forget that. I thank you very, very much. The business has grown. We have new and exciting items and products and entertainers coming on for 2015, and I'm very happy to announce officially here, even though it started last April, the addition of my daughter Sophia, who's going to be on full-time at Bounce, and you can, when your phone rings, you're probably going to talk to her. She's right over there. So again, I won't keep it too long. Thank you so much, and enjoy.
When you think of this, I would say, next native New Yorker, you think of weather and how he delivers with gusto on the Today Show. But when I think of this gentleman, I see him as an ambassador to New York City. He brought the tree lighting at Rockefeller Center to national prominence on NBC, and his smiling face kicked off this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. And he arranged the weather for us tonight. I mean, seriously? And last night, he covered the Golden Globe Awards in Los Angeles. The next June Briggs Award goes to Al Roker, NBC. All right. Al, are you there?
Hi, everybody. Right now, even as I speak, I am on a plane flying from Los Angeles, having covered the Golden Globes, back to New York City. So I can't be there with you tonight, but I do know how important tourism is. So I'm so honored to be honored with the June Briggs Award. You know, I like to think the Today Show plays a big part in New York City tourism. Folks coming to our window, wanting to be part of our show and be seen back in at their homes, but they're being seen in New York City, and that's what counts. So, hey, and by the way, if you know somebody who's coming down, tell them if they want to get on TV, here's what you do. Bring a baby, bring food, just don't bring baby food. Again, thanks so much for the honor.
Thanks, Al. This definitely sure isn't baby food the Event Hotel is serving tonight.
If there are angels who look over us, guide us, and inspire us, this gentleman modestly hides his halos and wings. He has tirelessly and passionately led the organization of Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS that brings physical and spiritual help to our theater community, but not only on Broadway, but all over the United States and the world. This past December, I even saw him with a bucket at the end of his show, raising money for the Gypsy of the Year campaign. He is truly, I think, an urban saint. St. Teresa, move over. The final June Briggs Award goes to Tom Viola of Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS.
I had some nuns in Catholic school, Tony, who would take some exception with how you characterized me, but thank you very much. And that award is lethal. It is so heavy. That could be a prop on Law and Order. But seriously, I want to thank Tony and Gary Newman of Briggs for recognizing the work of Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. I am very pleased to accept the award on the organization's behalf. On behalf of all at Broadway Cares, we are truly honored to be a part of this evening and to be recognized with Dean Valley and all at Bounce Entertainment, with today's show's Al Roker in the air, and especially with Alice Greenwald of the 9/11 Museum and Memorial. Congratulations, Alice, on an extraordinary opening of what has already become one of the city's must-see and truly must-experience destinations. It is a place that means a lot to all of us. I particularly want to thank Tony and Gary and all of with whom Briggs works so closely in New York City's world-class hospitality and destination management industries. Your success in creating extraordinary only in New York experiences on Broadway truly allows Broadway Cares to offer a different but ultimately essential hospitality to hundreds of thousands in the city and across the nation who do not enjoy the resources and services that truly all of us here in this room do on a regular basis. Your good work, all of you, Briggs and all that you work with, helps make the nutritious meals, social services, secure and safe housing, essential health care, and indeed a sense of compassion and community that we offer possible. So on behalf of all of them, and that is truly hundreds of thousands of folks across the country, I say thank you to Briggs, thank you to Tony, to Gary, thank you to all here tonight. By you all creating first-class and exciting world of hospitality services, you essentially allow us to offer that hospitality to many, many others. So thank you all very much.
And a big thank you to all those who made this evening possible, with a special thanks to our hosts here at the Eventi Hotel, Patricia Herrera, Dino Bravero, and Rob Andrews. Thank you so much. And thanks also to Starbright Floral Designs, PSAV, who made all of the sound happen, Bounce Entertainment, and Group Photos.
And certainly, last but not least, our wonderful Briggs team who is here tonight. So thank you all. And finally, thanks to all of you, our dear friends and colleagues. You are as beautiful and diverse as an orchid. You make our city blossom, and like hardy perennials, you do it every day, every night, reaching always for the light.
That was very nice. before we end this part of the ceremony, I would like to ask the marvelous Wade Preston. Wade, are you here? Oh, goody. To play a final song and a fitting tribute to you, our city, and our state. Wade, take it away.
Well, some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood. Hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I'm just taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state of mind.